Hello, this is Scott Winnail with a webcast for tomorrow's world. Christianity is under fire around the globe. In Muslim nations, Christians are being killed in ever greater numbers in increasingly horrific ways, or at minimum, are being kept from worshiping. But even in so-called Christian nations, Christianity and professed belief in the Bible is being discriminated against more and more. Just this week, a new report was released in Britain underscoring the marginalization of Christianity. Let me share with you some sobering quotes from the December 7 issue of The Telegraph. The title of the article itself is quite sobering. Quote, "Britain is no longer a Christian country and should stop acting as if it is," says Judge, unquote. The article continues with the following. A 2-year commission chaired by the former senior judge Baroness Butler Sloss and involving leading religious leaders from all faiths calls for public life in Britain to be systematically de-Christianized. It says that the decline of church-going and the rise of Islam and other faiths means a new settlement is needed for religion in the UK, giving more official influence to non-religious voices and those of non-Christian faiths. The report provoked a furious row last night as it was condemned by cabinet ministers as seriously misguided, and the Church of England said it appeared to have been hijacked by humanists. The report may have been ignored by most. However, because of the highly influential positions of a number of national leaders involved with it, many are taking the report more seriously. The Telegraph article continues, quote, "The Commission on Religion and Belief in Public Life has attracted particular controversy because of the seniority of those behind it. Its patrons include Rowan Williams, the former Archbishop of Canterbury, Lord Wolfe, the former Chief Justice, and Sir Iqbal Sakrani, the former General Secretary of the Muslim Council of Britain," unquote. Although the rates of church-going in Britain are very low, many leaders and many laws reflect the Bible-based history of the nation. But big changes in religious practice and religious belief are afoot and underway in Britain, Canada, and Australia, and many other British Commonwealth nations. Additionally, we do see the pendulum swinging towards secularism and inclusivism as society attempts to find human solutions to spiritual problems. For more insights into these secular solutions, I encourage you to view Wallace Smith's recent webcast on our Tomorrow's World website entitled "Losing the Worldview War Against Terrorists." The sobering reality is that God predicted this religious title shift thousands of years ago. In Hosea 7, verses 10 and 11, God warns the Israelite-descended peoples, and in particular Britain, known as Ephraim in Bible prophecy, of the results of their ungodly exploits at the end of the age. The Bible reads, "And the pride of Israel testifies to his face, but they do not return to the Lord their God, nor seek him for all of this. Ephraim also is like a silly dove without sense. They call to Egypt, they go to Assyria." God foretold of a time when the modern nation of Britain, instead of leading politically and religiously, would look around even to pagan nations and welcome in their customs and their perspectives and their rights. And we are seeing that more and more today, as national leaders are even calling for non-Christian prelates to be involved in the affairs of the state, and even the future coronation of British monarchs. God warned in the prophetic book of Hosea that he would remove his protection from his people, among whom are the British people, because they've rejected him and his law. Hosea states, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because you've rejected knowledge, I also will reject you from being a priest for me. Because you've forgotten the law of your God, I also will forget your children." God gives this warning in Hosea 4 and verse 6. The future of Britain will be sobering. It will be saddening in the short term as the nation continues to move away from God and his laws. But its prophesied future also contains unparalleled blessings that God will pour out on her when she eventually does return to God wholeheartedly. And the British and British-descended peoples will eventually return to God. To learn more about this positive and exciting future, be sure to request, download, and read our free and fascinating booklet, The United States and Great Britain in Prophecy. You will be amazed at what you learn from this very important and insightful booklet. Thank you for watching, and for more information, video, and material on biblical and news topics and the future of nations, please visit us on Facebook or on the web at tomorrowsworld.org.